Hello, it's Markom3D here from Markom3D, and here we go. So at the moment what we're doing is creating our next animated short film. It'll be coming out hopefully on Friday. I think I might have bitten off a little bit too much more than I can chew, but we're going to continue on. So at the moment we're creating the Starfield. Let me just quickly say the voices I've got for this one is Curtis Holt. I've got CG Matter, Carl Poiser, and Little Annie, who is a streamer, local streamer here in Canberra. So it's my first female character. Hello, Mr. Mech Pro. Pro. So at the moment what we're going to be doing is this scene is primarily set in the sci-fi universe. The script has been written, the lines have been provided, but at the moment we need to create some of the settings. How you doing, man? Good, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this scene. Now, I've done a little bit of pre-work at the moment. What have we done? Let me just see if there's material. There is a material. So if I just jump onto the material section, we can see that all these pieces here have a material. This has a material here, which I think we might change. But what we'll do is we end up coming back through here and readjusting all the materials because at the moment they're very plain. No, it's MC Pro. Oh. What? As you can see, they're very colorless, very bland, but we're just going to be using that, just kind of seeing what it's like. Now, do I have a light in here? I believe I deleted that. Delightful. Let's go Shift A. Let's add in our light, sunlight. Let's rotate that around a little bit and we'll give it a brightness of 2. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating kind of as if there's been a spaceship that's blown up. Hey, I'm the legend. As if there's a spaceship that's been blown up and kind of now this debris is kind of just floating there. Howdy, Quasi Media. How you doing, mate? Long time no see. Actually, it was probably last week, and every video you comment on, I'm very appreciative of that. So let's start off with adding a mesh. Let's go into a UV sphere, and we'll scale that up. There we go. Whoops. Let's rotate X 90 degrees, something like that. And I'm going to elongate this. And so this is where our Starfield's going to happen. Now let's just have a look which collection is this? This is Greeble Set 02. This is our main Greeble set. Now, the thing is I'll be making tutorials on this for this week. So if you want, just enjoy, but I'll do a condensed version of what I'm actually doing. Let's start off by creating our volume. So in here, let's come into the particle settings. Let's create a new particle system. Frame 1 starts and frame 1 it ends. So this is when I want all my objects to spawn. Obviously I want them to spawn at the start of the scene. Number of items, 1,000, let's just put it at that. Lifetime, I want them to stick around for 5,000 frames. So let's come down into the render settings, halo, let's come down into collection, and we can start off with Greeble Kai, which is that one. And if we have a look, we can see that we've got all these pieces spawning around the outside. That's not what we want. We want to create this kind of dense broken ship. So from here what we're going to be doing is under emissions we're going to change it to source, and then we're going to go from faces to volume, and we might have to change the frames a little bit. Is it in there? Hey buddy, that's okay, it's all right, we got this. So let's go back to frame 1. There we go. And we can see now all our objects are in there. Let's just go into solid mode and we can see that this is kind of, they're all very linear. Now you can see these plates here, we'll come back and fix them. I did a little bit of testing before and it worked out quite nice. So let's enable rotation because I want random rotations. And I'm just going to move the keyframes around a little bit. And you can see obviously because the particles are spawning, they're going to fall. So what we can do is come down into the bottom and we can change the force field settings. Nope, field weights. We can turn gravity off. Let's go to the start and press play. And then they're kind of all flying away. not what we want as well. And that's because there's an initial velocity. Velocity 0. Just got home. I'm glad, buddy. Welcome. Blender with Aaron. How you doing, man? So this is what we got. Why are you being a jerk? So I've upgraded to Blender 2.9.1 and I'm finding a little bit of like weird stuff happening. But let's put it in like that. And now all our items are stationary. Excellent. Let's increase the size of the collection. So scale, we can just make it a little bit bigger, not too much bigger. Scale randomness. And we can see that it doesn't seem to be very even. I believe if I select the cylinder, our sphere, Control A and apply the scale. Yeah, baby. Now that's kind of given us that volume that we're after. All right, cool. So in here, if we just go like this, render, we want to turn off the emitter. I don't want to see the emitter. If I click on this, let's have a look what happens. I can still see the emitter. Why can I still see the emitter? I disabled you. All right, maybe if I... Oh, is this going to work? No, it's not going to work, is it? Oh, you're a jerk, aren't you? No. This button. Why doth thy doeth? Show emitter is disabled. All right, well, let's kind of maybe put in a camera. I just want to do a quick render somewhere. So let's go Shift A. Let's add in a camera. It's always something, but we've got to troubleshoot through it. And I think that's why a lot of you here is that there's issues. You're not alone. I'm just trying to find a decent angle. Right. Ugh, good enough. F12. Let's just have a look what happens. Beautiful. We're missing our sphere. That's nice. So you can see all these kind of like parts are out and about. Now we've got these yucky plate parts. We will fix that. Really good way of sorting that out. But what we might do is select this sphere. There we go. That's the problem. I scaled it the wrong way. Scale it like this. That's better. Silly Marco. Scale on the Y. For some reason I had proportional editing on, but that's fine. Yeah, that looks cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in our second set, which are these pieces here. So what I actually did for these models is I grabbed an old spaceship, broke it up, hence why it's all cut up like that. I just used the knife tool, and this is what we've come up with. Object settings, draw instancer. Let's select our sphere. Where are you? Oh, far out. This is a bug that I found, is that it'll always reset. No, it won't. I'm just really far away. So you're saying is this the object one? Object properties, instancer. There it is. So while we've got this selected, let's come in and add a new one. We're going to go back into particle settings. I'm going to duplicate what we had before. And this time our collection's going to be, nope, will be Greeble 02, I believe. Can we just hide the previous one? Come on, mate. What's going on? Okay, what collection are you a part of? Greeble 02. Okay, that's fine. So we've got the wrong one selected. So let's come back into... Just making sure. Yep, there we go. So these are the second pieces that we created. I'm going to scale these up quite a bit, and then we're going to change the seed as well. Just they're in a bit of a different location. Lovely. And then when we enable both of them, we've kind of got all these cool, funky little parts. Let's maybe grab our camera, which is in the center there. G, rotate. Now if I just press F12, let's just have a look what it looks like. Oh yeah. So this is why we're going to have to come back in and add all different colors. Okay, no. Yes, you can ask questions. Absolutely, go away. Go right ahead, not go away. Add-ons, toots, please. Tutorials. Yes, well, if you want something, let me know. So is there any way to make an object not multiply in the particles? What do you mean by that? So if I wanted more specific pieces, what we can actually do is come into render, use count, and then what I can actually do is if I want more of the cube 005, I just increase that number and there'll be more of those pieces. I will do plenty of add-on tutorials. Okay, so from here we've got that all set up. However, let's talk about those plates. Now we're going to use something that's really underrated, I reckon. This one here can go away. Let's go G to the X, move that to the side. I'm going to grab this, select these. From here we've got the median point. Oh, sorry, Shift S cursor selected. We've got our median point. I'm going to add in a lattice. Let's scale this puppy up. Shift Z all the way out. And scale on the Y. Just going to kind of put it like so. And then let's go scale on the Z. Okay. So what we're going to use the lattice for is for deformation of the mesh that we got at the moment. I have, buddy. I will make add-ons. I mean tutorials for add-ons. Let's go. I'm going to increase the resolution of. Whoops, that one's a little bit too much. We'd probably get away with 2. Let's go 3. Why not? Let's live a little. And so now this is our lattice. What I'm going to do now is select all these, Control P, and I want to parent all these objects to the lattice. So with the Control P, we can go lattice deform. Let me just quickly turn on the screencast keys. Somewhere, there is. And now I can go tab into edit mode. And what's going to happen now is when I select a vertice, I can go GZ. You can see stuff is bending. Let me just turn on proportional editing while we're at it. And you can see that we're kind of bending the meshes now, which is good. Because if you've got a ship that breaks apart, you won't have straight pieces anymore. So what I can do is I'm going to type in space or FN F3 or F3. So FN F3 if you're on a laptop. And I'm going to go random. Select random. 50%. No, I'm going to go 10%. Let's come up to the top here and turn our proportional editing onto random. So even though I move it up, everything around it's not going to be moving up. It might move up and down. I want to make a scene for a car animation. The scene is basically the tire starts rotating, the particles on the ground. I don't know how to make it. Can you give me some tips? Yes. So Andrew Price did a tutorial on a saw cutter. I mean, it's a couple of years old now, but with the sparks flying out, that might be something you can use and that might be able to help you out. What you could do there is from those particles, create a smoke simulation on it. That sounds like a good tutorial. I think I might write that one down. Just smoke tutorial. Car burnout tutorial. All right, there we go. So now that I've got all this selected, let's go G to the Z. All right. And here we go. So now we've kind of got all of this deformation of mesh. That's nice. But at the end of the day, these are still going to come as one piece. So let's change that. Let's deselect the lattice. Let's now select one of the, all of these, sorry. And I'm going to press Control J to join the mesh. Tab into edit mode, select everything. I'm going to press space and separate by loose parts. So now every piece is its own piece. undo, undo, undo. Let's not separate them just yet. Let's go in and delete the bevel modifier because we don't need that. Let's come in and add a solidifier modifier, okay? Because obviously at the moment they're just planes, so we need to increase that thickness. So I'm going to increase the thickness like so. So now they actually look like plates. This one here is a little bit funky, and we might actually delete that one. Why not? There we go. So everything's fine. I'm going to press now Control A to apply that deformation of the lattice, and then Control A to apply the solidify modifier. So let's now select this, tab into edit mode. We're going to separate by loose parts. Let's now delete this lattice and select all that. Objects, set origin to geometry. So now all the origins are there. I'm going to delete that piece because I don't like the cut of its jib. That one, and anything that's really kind of giving me grief. You boys. And so now if we come back into our star field over here, we can see that where all these little panels now have appeared. And I think we could probably scale these up now. So let's come up here into our top one, which is the Greeble Kai. Don't ask why I called it that, but let's just go with it. I'm going to increase the size. And now we've kind of got all these, you know, like plates just floating around. Let's get rid of that plate. The only reason why I don't have that plate is because it was solidify has already been applied to it. We just want to make sure that we've got randomness in scale as well. Velocity. Scale randomness. Yep, cool. So obviously now we've got like pipes that are a little bit bent out of shape, and that's these ones here. So let's grab all these. Shift D. It's going to duplicate it. And then let's kind of grab all this. And I don't really like these pieces. I'm going to actually delete these ones. I don't think they suit, but I like these long pipes. So we'll select them. Oops. Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's do the lattice again. Scale, Shift Z. Okay, let's plop that in like so. GX. Bam. Oh, jeez. That was DecalMachine there. Fantastic ad on that one. Brings a lot of ships to life. Sorry. Hang on, I will get to your comments. Okay. No. Okay. Well, keyframes are really simple to hover over. Yes, correct. Auto smooth under mesh settings may fix that. No. So what it is the bottom mesh is coming through the top mesh. That's why. I'm just delete it. That'll fix it. What about animation tutorials? Yes. Can I ask something more? What does the origin to center of mass do? Object, set origin. Huh. Whoa. I don't know. I've never used it. I can't tell you because I don't know, but it moved it. Let's select this stuff in here. Just quickly grab all that. That one, Control P again, lattice deform, tab into edit mode, deselect everything. What do we say? Random. Select random, 10%, J to the Z. Oh, that's not good at all, is it? Okay, so that's not working. So let's maybe do it manually. Whoops, and we'll turn on smooth. Something like that. Right. Now that's happening because these pipes don't have enough geometry. Oh, you suck. Oops. Oh, that's annoying. What can we do? I was hoping for a little bit of an easy fix. Good enough. And so, yeah, we're just giving it a little bit of deformation. Because obviously if there's a spaceship that's been blown up, it's not going to be all nice, smooth pipes. They're going to be all kind of bent. And technically, they're all going to be broken and so on and so forth. J to the Z. Alright, and then if I were to come over into here, we can see, look at that, look how much has that changed. See these pipes here are kind of all bent out of shape. Let's press F12 on that one. Yeah, I found a tutorial mentioning about the sparks. I think it'll be definitely help me what I'm thinking about. Waiting for your car burnt. Rigid bodies. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about doing rigid bodies at the moment. I just kind of want to put in all the pieces for now. Oh, Stephen Scott in the house? I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. Huh. Well, there you go. Welcome, Stephen. Always good to see you, buddy. All the way from UK. No, you're not. You're Scotland. That's right. Sorry. Mr. Chicken HD. How you doing, buddy? So, I mean, that's looking quite nice. We're in EEVEE as well, yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's just try it out. I'm sorry if this cuts out for a sec. I'm going to press F12 and hope for the best. I think we're good. All right. Let me know if that cut out. I will not do cycles again. But you can see that is looking like a really good star field there. Like a broken ship. I think definitely once we start adding different colors and so on and so forth, it'll be a lot better. But that's not too bad. I'm fairly happy with how that's turned out. Now the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to press Control S and save that one, is I want to give this star field a little bit of life. I mean, especially if there was a new ship that just got blown up. Let's go and go Shift A. Let's add in a force. I'm just going to add in turbulence. Let's delete that. Shift S, cursor to world origin, Shift A. Let's add in a turbulence. And then I'm going to scale that up. Let's go to the start. And if I press play, everything's just going to move around ever so slightly. And then obviously we can expand it out to 5,000 frames. I don't think I'm going to need 5,000 frames. But how sick does that look? So obviously, you know, if you start thinking about things like this, you could probably even use asteroids and they're kind of floating around. The only thing that kind of bugs me is there's not rotation. It's just kind of moving. So what we can do is with that selected, forces, I'm going to bring the strength down to 0.1, Shift A, add a force field, and then we can go vortex, settle down sunshine, 0.02, Ooh, 0.01, okay, so what I'm just trying to, we'll change the single axis to maybe a cube. Is the noise still taking effect? I think so. I can't tell. 1. Yeah, the noise is, so now we've got the whole thing's kind of like rotating around as well. It's kind of moving apart. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is there a way to have a lattice in a custom other shape? No, I think it's only a cube. That's the only way it works. Go to Daniel Craft. I don't know where that comment came from, but 100 tips. I've done a video on like tips within Blender, but that one failed. Mind you, most of my videos aren't doing the best, but oh well. Add rotation in the particles. Yes. So you are freaking right. I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness. I did not think about that. If I turn it down, is that only... Oh, dynamic. Oh. All right, this piece here is going nuts at the moment. Dang it. Oh. Sorry. Does that mean it's spinning now? Ah. Whoa, 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 whoa. You. No, we're going to have that one on. It's randomizing the rotation as it's going along. Dang it. Because I need... What are you rotating around? Sorry, so that's what I'm trying to work out is what are you doing? But that does look sick. Alright, we've got our settings. Now let me just go to the start. Everything's lined up. Alright, that's fine. If we start the animation at frame 100. Genius! I didn't realize this angular velocity was there. What I was thinking about, what hit me, was to get the randomized and then add a keyframe to it, and then in the graph add a noise thing. Hang on, what's that? Hey, I have a problem with Blender with a numpad that does not work. Help. Probably numlock. If it's a what, I'm going to say numlock. Alright, so we've got this scene now. Control S. Let's save that one. Let's now bring in our other pieces for this scene. So I'm going to put that over there. File. Okay, you can stop now. File. Import. FBX. Now this is what I'm importing is because I bought it to learn certain things. D drive, 3D assets, Greebles, CG Trader, Star Wars ship, FBX. There we go, that's what I wanted. Come in, don't break. You can do it, Blender. I did save you. You can't crash. Don't be a jerk. It's gonna crash. Don't do it, Blender. So what I'm doing at the moment is importing a ship by Hanzo, I think his name is. It's a great ship. The reason why I bought it is because of the texture. I want to see how he made it. Maybe I can't do it on stream because it's too big. Or maybe it's Blender. Did it come in? Did it come in? Ah, you suck. Okay, so let's select one of the pieces. Then press the period key over here on the contents. I think this is... Okay, this is a ship. Alright, here we go. Nice. Okay, so let's move that over to there. Scale 10. Scale 10. scale 10. There we go. So now we've kind of got this broken apart shield, ship thingamabobs. Let me get rid of those lines because they're going to be super annoying. Relationship lines? Yeah, there we go. Cool. I don't understand why there's these lines. Let's just leave that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Shut up. Where's my camera? And then if I were to select the camera and rotate around, rotate, ZZ. Let's just get an image of this. I don't know which way my sun's pointing, so we might see the ship, we might not. I see a man who's felt that many a times. Cool, so that ship's turning out nice. I think that's a really good position. Definitely what we'll do is we'll come in afterwards and we'll throw some lighting and so on and so forth on it. Or what I'll probably do is put it in a separate blend file. Let's do that now before it gets all silly. See, I'm going to select all that, delete. Ah, crud. Did I? Yep. Control Z. Undo, undo, undo. One more. Bring everything back. There we go. Let's select that. Full stop. No, sorry. Full stop over here. Okay. That. Right click. Delete hierarchy. And that should delete all that. Beautiful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Blender. Settle down, mate. Alright. Shift S. Let's save that one and let's crack open a new blend file. Let's go full screen so we see everything. Delete file, import, FBX, Star Wars ship. Bring this baby in. Why is the Z axis up in Blender? I don't know. I like the Z axis up. For some reason, when I look at a graph, I don't look at X and Y up. I always look down, X and Y, and then Z's up. I don't know. That's just me. But yes, for the short film, we're just waiting for this to import and then we'll fix it up and let's kind of just colorize it and give it some love and so on and so forth. As we spoke before, I have Tom from CG Matter. I've got Curtis Holt. I've got Carl Poyser, and little Annie, who's a local Canberra streamer where I am. So let's go scale 100, and this is our ship. I am going to hide those relationship lines because I don't care. Collection, we will rename this to core class ship. That way when we import it, that's what it's going to be called. So from here, we need to create a material for this thing. So we're going to create a very simple material. Let's come over into shading. Come into shading. Thank you. Let's get rid of that normal map. Shift A. Let's add in the image texture, open, and it'll be this basic color one. And we're going to plug that one into there. And then that's what we got. Quite simple. So yeah, cool bananas. Do we have a sun lamp or anything in here? We do not. So I'm going to press Shift A. Let's throw in a... Yeah, let's throw in a sun lamp. Boop. Whoop. What? Move that out of the way. Now, what does this look like in cycles? Let's just have a quick look. Because I am half planning in rendering in cycles. But it's going to be a couple of thousand frames, which I'm not too keen about. That looks okay. It's a beautiful ship. Alright, we'll go back into EEVEE. Let's go ambient and bloom. Select a piece. There we go. did. Okay, so they've all got the same material. Lovely. Specularity, I think we might turn down and the roughness up. So in the real Slim Shady, please stand up. From here, what we might do is give it some light. So let's select probably this piece, Shift S, cursor to selected. Cursor, okay, sure. I'll shift right click, we can just do that. What I'm going to do is add in a light, Shift A, I can find the light button. Muppet. We'll go GZ and let's kind of just give it a little bit of love all through here. Shift D, Shift D. Is it actually in a place there? G to the Y. Jeez, it's a menacing looking ship. I love this thing. G, Y through there. Nice. And so we're just adding lots of little lights just to kind of like fill in the area. Oops. Come on, Marco. GY through there. Go back into rendered, buddy. Thank you. Let's go something along here. What I might do is change the snapping from incremental to face. And we're going to go to the center. There we go. So now if I go G and hold control, it'll snap to the face. And that'll kind of make our life a little bit easier. Shift D, hold control through there. Like so. What we're going to do now is I'm going to do Shift D, bring this one up into there. Let's change the light. Just so it's got kind of like different variation in color. There we go. Da, da, da. Oh, okay, that's fine. Shift D. Oh, I reckon we got to throw some decals on this thing as well. Shift D, hold control, put one in there. Let's get one of these white ones. Shift D, plop it in there. In like so. So that's looking pretty schmick. What we're going to do is I'm going to grab all these lights. Shift S, cursor to world origin. Shift D, and then I'm going to go scale X. Sorry, Y -1. Whoops. It's around the 3D cursor, scale Y -1. And so now we've got them on both sides. Oh, yeah. Okay. That drink is done. Now it's water time. Okay, so to me, that's looking quite nice. 30 frames a second. We've got to change this because everything that comes out of Re-Illusion will be 30 frames a second. So let's quickly change that before I forget. 30 frames a second. Whoops. There we go. Shift S. Save that. Back to this thing. Let's save this. This hasn't been saved yet. So I'm going to save this where the Star Wars ship thing is. Star Wars ship large, just so I remember. What else are we going to do? All right, so let's create the mesh for these pieces. I mean, not the mesh. Valvoline, you know what I mean. Control plus. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So we'll just select that face in there. So I'm holding. So what I did is I selected one vertice and then Control numpad plus, and it expanded my selection from that point. So let's create a new material. This one will be our base color of blue. Sorry, change the principle to emission. And then we'll go a little bit blue. Let's go just 5, I guess. And then don't forget assign. And this will be engine light. And we'll do the same on this side. So I'm going to select that single vertice, Control numpad plus to expand. Oh my goodness, sorry. Markom3D, make a Discord server. I do. It's at the very bottom of this description. You guys want? Oh yeah, you guys are on it. What does the bloom option in the render tab in EEVEE do? So you can see how I've got the emission on there. You can see how it's kind of glowing. If I turn it off, boop, doesn't glow. So that kind of gives that bloom. That's kind of like if we went into compositing and we turned on the glow streaks and then we changed it to glow, that's what you get. I know, I love this ship. I'm so glad I purchased it. I wonder how many hours do you work in a day? Depends what you classify as work. So day job, 8 till 4:30, and then I'll come home all day with the family and with the kids and so on and so forth, and then about 8 o'clock to about midnight. So I'm trying to work hard. I'm trying to work hard to get this channel up and running. Is it working? I'm getting growth, but yeah. So that's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is go into the world tab and let's go into background. Let's just make it pitch black. And how does that look? That looks schmick. That looks cool. And then if we come along here, oh my goodness. So I reckon one thing I got to do is rig up these cannons. I think that'll be something I should probably do. But I can't really remember how to do it, but I've got a tutorial on how to do it, so I got to go back and watch it. I do play games. I play Rocket League, and at the moment I've gone back to playing Terraria again. And with the kids, Minecraft and Roblox. Not my favorite, but you know. And when I've got time, I'll play some live action D&D. So I'm normally the dungeon master there because I come up with the stories, and I am, yes, a rather cruel dungeon master. So, but those are things I do for fun. How do you make the stars in the background? Oh, let me show you. So the way I normally do it, so we are in world. This is what we've got. So let's go Shift A. Let's add in a noise texture. And then we're going to add in a color ramp from here. So from color noise into our color ramp, let's delete the background, Shift A, and we'll add in a emission. And then from here, color into surface. So we've kind of got this. And if we have a look around, you can kind of see that, you know, the fading, the noise, I guess. Scale on the noise. Can you see it? Yep, I'm not blocking it. Scale on the noise, I go to 500. And then we bring the black all the way down. Bring the white all the way up. I think that's a little bit too much stars, so we'll bring that back down. Emission, I'll turn up to 5 to make them a little bit brighter. Actually, let's go back down a little bit. Nope. Uh-oh. There we go. And so that's how I make a star field. And obviously, if you wanted to go a little bit further, we can select all this, Shift D to duplicate. And what we'll do is select that one. I think I can go straight into blue. Details. Oh yeah, we're going to bump up the details. Bring down the rough. My. And then from here, we'll bring this all the way down like so. Oh no, we're going to have to change the vector, or we can go to scale of 300. Oh yeah, that's not working. So if I come up to here, can we see anything? No, so it's got to be white. Sorry, my mistake. Put that as white. We don't see anything. All right. So now we've got these blue little things. Let's just test this out. If I change this to blue now, So now we've got these kind of blue flickers. Oh my goodness, can I do this? Let's go mix shader. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Come on, Blender. And there we go. So now we've kind of got white and blue. We actually might change this to yellow. We don't need blue. And so now we've kind of got the star, like got white stars, got yellow stars, and obviously we can go through and add red ones and so on and so forth. But that's how I do star fields. Can you show me how to increase realistic fog in Blender cycles? You can kind of just create. Let's just crack open another blend file. So there's two ways. You can either do a mist pass, or you can have a nice big box, and then in the shading, let's come over into here. We'll go into cycles, shading of the box. Let's delete the box, and we go into volume, principal volume. Come into there. You can see that it's as dense as anything, but if we go 0.01, now we've kind of got a fog. Well, let's just throw in a ground plane. It's a little bit too low. 0.1. But you kind of get the gist. Obviously now that light is now being blocked, so on and so forth. Anyway, that's just quickly how to do it. That's just one way of playing around with that. Don't save. What else we got? Terraria. Yeah. How to keep ways of distracting. Please give me a solution whenever I want to do things. I keep getting them distracted. Give yourself a deadline. That is my biggest recommendation, is give yourself a deadline. 2.9 still sketchy. Yeah, 2.9 seems very sketchy. That's so with the short film business partnership. I started that back in January or February, and it only completed at end of, what are we now, October, mid-September. And that was because the Canberra Short Film Festival deadline was coming up, and I had to get something in, and then I kind of just smashed it through. So for those of you who were watching me back then, it was kind of like really under the pump to get that done. But anyway, so now we've done this ship. I really do reckon we need to make some decals or something to go on. But let's leave that. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually just go out of render mode, go back into our other project file. And now if I go file, link, because I don't want to bring all that data from the other ship. Oh, actually, let's actually grab that ship. D drive, 3D assets, Greebles, CG Trader, that one. Select both of these, right click, copy, D drive, Markom3D, SF, jumper, audio, right click, new, ships, right click, paste. Bam! 320 meg. Oh my goodness. Okay. File, link. So we're going to link everything to that data. Ship, that whatever that was. Collection, core class ship, link. All right. Oh, really? And now if I do F12, let's have a look what that looks like now. Oh, feeling rather parched. Come on, Blender, you can do it. All right, so we can see our lights. However, they are tiny. So I got a feeling then the scene of this is massive. For some reason, I got the scale. All right, so let's go back into this one. Let's select everything, and we will go. Can I just move it into there? Oh, right. Control P parent. Can you go in there? Yes, sucker. Delete that. Shift S, so I can select that. Scale by 14. Control S. And now that I've done that and I've edited this file, I can now come into here, Control S to save. Let's go Alt S to bring the scale back. Control save. Now if I go File, Open Recent, Broken Ship Elements, which is this file, hopefully it's going to be massive again. Oh, you dirty muppet. File, save as. Markom3D, sorry. Jumper, broken ship. There we go. Now if I come back into this, oh, this is going to be massive. File. When I do an open resets, now it should be stupendous big. There it is. File, open recent. So anyway, I just overwrote that whole project. Please be there. Oh, thank goodness. Delete. What a freaking idiot. F2. Yes. Ship. There we go. Save it there. Okay. It's only 9:45 at night, and you know, making mistakes like that. You stupid idiot. Back to full screen. There we go. Now we've got the ship. Let's press F12. Oh, thank you to the Blender developer that does that. Oh my goodness. What an it. I get stuff. Why are the lights so small? Oh, that's right. So now I need to go in and where are all my lights? Now these are all tiny, aren't they? So, yeah. Oh, you suck. So does that mean they're going to go 100 watt? 200 watt? Let's go 200. Can I right click paste for all of them? No. Oh. Control V. Anyway. Well done, Marco, you muppet. You idiot. You idiot. That's all I gotta say. Alright, let me check the comments. No, window toggle on full screen. Ah. Giant firewalls. Yeah. Can you do compositing in EEVEE? And if you can we make it like real-time compositing? You know what? My skill set. Control V. I'm not the best compositor. What I normally do is if there is a style that I'm after, I'll actually try and find another blend file, normally on the Blender Cloud or somewhere, that has something similar to the atmosphere that I'm after. And then what I'll do is I'll actually kind of copy that. So Ian Hubert's really good for that because he has a lot of project files, and he does a lot of compositing in there. There was the one review that I did of his scenes, and oh man, that's what I've been taking out. I love it. That guy's a genius. Genius. Okay, we're almost there. Come on, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. How's that looking? That doesn't look too bad. Control S, let's save that. Let's now come back into this main project. File, 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 open recent, broken elements. Don't save. Now save. Let's press F12. Okay. Man, I'd lost an entire blend file after power supply surge. Oh, that sucks. Dude, I know. Canberra, buddy, Australia. What? Me too. Yes, that is why you must save, but don't save over your current project, because that doesn't really work. Is that too big? I reckon that's a little bit too big now. Okay, let's go scale 0.75. And F12 on that puppy. Samari Keshup. There you go, buddy. What's that? Saladuas Dase. Ooh. Have you made any films without animation? Huh. Yes. Yes, I have. Aha. I sure have. Markom3D. I'm trying to think. Oh, it was the one with death in it. Oh, what? Hang on, let me try and find it. Oh, what was it? I know the one. It was a comedy as well. And it was just something I just put together super quick. And I did it all in a night. I can't remember what it's called. I'll know it when I see it. Surely I did it. I know I've uploaded it. Jeez, we're going through some old videos now. Oh my goodness, Marco. You gotta... Oh, these thumbnails. I gotta go back and fix them all up. Alright, we're getting there. Sorry. Alright, we're up to about 200 videos in the past. Okay, this is when I got the 3D printer. This is... we're going back. Oh, jeez, these thumbnails. Where is it? Okay. Sorry, guys. I now want to see this. Okay, there's that one. That's Displacement. So that one didn't get into the Canberra Short Film Festival. Isaac Butterfield. All right, we're getting close. This is where I was doing 2D stuff. Papagayo. Oh my goodness, where is it? So I'm at 480 videos, just in case anyone wants to know. Okay, there's the cycling one. Ah, Old Man. Ah, that's what it was. Let me know if you can't hear this. Ah, memories. Let me tell you a story about an old thin man, that when people saw him they normally ran. But today was not like the other days. Losing his robe put him in a haze. He put on some jeans which he hadn't worn since his teens, then moved into the kitchen where he patted his pet kitten. But it turned and hissed, and with a finger he dismissed. And as he walked to the garden shed to find his tool made from lead, it was no longer there. His garden shed was bare. To go to work today he pondered, but today was a job he wanted. He left the house not like he normally would, through the front door and past some firewood. He gave a friendly smile to his neighbours, and he quickly looked at his papers. He called out to one of the ladies, "See you in 4 days!" The blood from her face drained away. He went down the street, looking at his worksheet, hoping to meet and give a big greet to someone who he despised for deeply. And he crept up on him discreetly. "Boo!" he shouted. "Whoo!" he touted. "Today is surely not the day," he pleaded. The old man smiled as he finally succeeded. His old school rival was to be defeated. There was nothing he could do, so he conceded. The old man stretched out his hand, just as he always planned. With a sigh, the other waved goodbye and took his hand and began to cry. But nothing happened. The old man's spirits dampened. His rival laughed with joy.
The old man felt like he did as a schoolboy. But this time he punched him in the face.
Oh, audio.
The old man returned home. Around the house he began to roam, looking for his robe and tool. Why of all today be so cruel? He looked in the cupboard, he looked in the basket, he looked in the laundry, he looked in the casket. He tried to retrace his steps, but he was very perplexed. Why is this happening to me? I need an iced tea. As he sat there drinking, it came to him. Last night I got drunk and I put it in the bin. He walked over to see it there and he put it on and did a flare. He quickly ran back to his rival and gave him another eyeful. But this time he dropped dead. I told you I was going to get you, he said. He raised his sickle high and walked away as others stood by. The old man returned to his palace and drank victoriously from his chalice. He ticked off the name from his paper. Mission accomplished was that caper.
Oh. Anyway, so there we go. That was all done in Blender. Oh, so that was made 2 years ago. Before I started investing in Illusion and all that kind of stuff. So, memories. Anyway, back to this. That was cool. Okay, so whilst we're working on this scene, what we need to do now is actually import the other spaceship, I believe. Yep. And the plan is what happens is the ship comes in, and then there's kind of like a bit of a scene that happens here, and then it'll kind of like have a bit of a battle through the debris until something other than happens. Can you do a composition in Blender EEVEE? And if you can you make it like... Yeah, like I already said before, I'm not the best in it. Yeah, it all depends. I don't know. Start with subdividing. Where are we? Who's this? I modeled McLaren 650 and I got stuck on the 5 steps. That is making its headlight. What do you mean? What's wrong with that? Oh, jeez. Okay, so let's go Control S and save that one. What I'm going to do is open up the other ship, and let's just make sure everything is parented to it. Greeble Kai. Ooh, that's okay. So we need to get everything except for that. So have this Control P to object. So everything parent to that, please. Oh, crud. That's not what I wanted. Okay, where's this thing? Oh, ploppers. Oh, that's fine. Okay, can I move this empty? What happens if I move this empty? So I used a whole bunch of DecalMachine on this one. Go on, scroll to the top. If I put that there, what happens? Nothing. If I put this... Can you put collections under... Ah, you suck. Really? So what I'm going to have to do then is delete that camera. Let's try this. Control... So I'm just trying to think how to do this. Maybe if I control, but it's not. What if I go move, new collection? This is small ship. Did everything move? Oh, sweet. Everything moved. Except for whatever's in here. But that's fine. I don't care about that stuff. All right. Control S. Let's save that. And then if we kind of doing a rotation. Yeah, nice. Okay. Save that. In the right place. Right place. Let's close that. What I'm going to do is just quickly organize this, because this should be in with ship. Come into here. File. Let's just save it quickly. File. Link. Ship. Sci-fi ship, you know, original names, collection. What did I call it? Small ship? I think I called it small ship. Where are you? Yeah, sweet. That's about the right size, actually. Nice. And where's my camera? Camera's over here. And what I want to do is, I'm just going to do a quick render. Let's have a look at that. Look, oh, hang on. What's this? Yeah, pretty much. The voiceover in Old Thin Man was good, though. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, for some reason, there was a lot of popping. I wasn't sure what. Oh, no. Oh, no, the ship's right there. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Thank goodness. Where's the sun? Let me just quickly find the sun. Which way are you facing? Let's go rotate Z. Rotate XX. Rotate XX. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Can you stop being a jerk, please? Let's do another quick render. I just want to see what the ship looks like. What GPU do I use? I have a GTX 1080 Ti at the moment. I am looking forward to getting my, or a 3080 as soon as something comes on the market. Yuck. What on earth? That is something definitely. Oh, maybe I've got just samples are way too low. Let's just go into EEVEE. Maybe we'll just do that. And we'll do an F12. Let's just see how bad that is. Oh, Merger. Welcome, buddy. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I won't be rendering in cycles. I mean EEVEE. I gotta play around with these settings. Let's go ambient. Actually, we'll go into EEVEE. Let's go ambient occlusion. Let's turn on the bloom. Let's turn on screen space refractions. That sun is really annoying me. Let's rotate Z 90. That's looking a little bit too much. Rotate Z minus 30. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then what? What the hickabotham? If I go into okay, cool. So technically there should be a light in here. But actually, no, that works out well because of the scene, how it's rotating. It's actually fine. Yeah, so we can see that there's like this glow in there from the control panel. Yeah, okay, cool. Shadows. No. Yeah, I gotta work that out. So performance. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to all this, and we'll do all this a little bit later. That's future Marco's problem. Oh, that's that stuff. Yeah, cool. All right, we won't worry about all that, but you can kind of see the effect that we're going for. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Dillon. I think it was Mr. Dillon. Huh. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Okay. From here. So now we've got all this scene set up. I feel like, what's the time? It's 10 o'clock. Okay. You know what? Let's leave this scene. And let's now go and create some sort of other spaceship, which is going to be kind of like the small enemy ships, because there's going to be kind of like a bit of a battle that happens through here, and these are going to be flying through. So if I press play, and then it's going to be kind of being as the ships kind of fly through. Look at this piece. This piece is massive. But definitely that rotation looks nice. Let's change this over to cycles. I think cycles, hands down, will be a way better cycles. Doth thy breaketh thy? Oh, you suck, cycles. Anyway, future markers problem. Let's go back into EEVEE. Back in solid mode. Control S. Let's save that. Let's go and create something. Looking forward to hearing my voice. Oh, Carl! Oh my goodness, Carl's here! Highly recommend go see Carl. Guy's a jerk and he does better things than me. Oh wow. That's cool, Carl. Hopefully this Friday the short film will be done. Wow. It's you know, it's always good when you look up to someone and then someone comes in. Really appreciate it, buddy. All right, let's go. Let's think of an idea. So at the moment we've kind of got this curved ship. Let's have a look for an item in my room. I can see some bowling trophies. I can see a train. I can see an Oculus Rift. I can see a 3D printer. Cool. I found the design of the next ship. And that'll be this speaker. So let's go like that with the centerpiece, kind of like really big, so on and so forth. And then we'll put like an engine at the back. Let's do that. That's the design. There's my idea. So let's start off with a cylinder. We're going to block this out. And then we're going to go into a cube. Let's scale that on the x-axis GY. Something like that. Let's grab like so. Select the middle here. I'm going to press V to rip. Let's press N to bring up screencast keys. Let's go File, Save As, and we'll call this Core Small Ship. There we go. Did I spell that right? Sure did. Once we've got that, Control L, delete vertices. Sorry. Yep. Control L, delete vertices. And then we can come into the modifiers, add modifier, mirror modifier. There we go. And then from here, what I can do is select this face and let's bring it back like so, ever so slightly. Let's go G to the Y. That's not too bad. I do like that idea. Control S, file, append into my kit bashing set because that is something I always use. No, D drive, public. No. The Sims 4, what a game. Let me just say. Public, kit bashing set. There we go. Collection, Rigify, accept. Alright, there we go. Let's scale all that. G, move it over. Okay, now let's start kind of slowly build a few things. We've got this big engine here, these pieces. Alright, let's grab that. Shift D, bring it over to here. And what I'm going to do is turn on face snapping, rotate and center. G to the X. Nope, I didn't do one. Align rotation to target. There we go. GX. Rotate like that. Rotate X 180. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like thinking of an idea. File. Let's throw mirror modifier again. Come down here and we're going to mirror off this object. Wow. Now I've been watching this for 1 hour 30 minutes. Thank you very much, MC Pro. My brother's kind of so yeah, definitely go check Carl's stuff. I want his Greeble set. That's what I want. I want to see what he's done. All right, so that's like, even just like that, that's brought out some really cool stuff. Is there anything else we can grab from in here just to kind of give us the ideas? Okay, what do we got? This is a chair. This is a fan. Ooh. 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 Let's go rotate. Y. No. ZZ. XX. No, come on. Rotate on the origin. Rotate XX. ZZ. ZZ. There we go. 90 minus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to grab this face, and I'm going to actually grab this whole section, and we will bring it to something like that. Let's put an edge loop through here. Control B to do a bevel. Middle mouse up. Just give it an extra vertex in there. Control numpad minus. Actually, we'll delete those vertices. Oh, hiccups. Face. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab this piece. Now, at the moment, this is fully extended. That's not what we want. We want this to be something like that. Let's go a little bit bigger. No. Something like that, and then we'll grab... select everything, Alt-H to unhide. Let's grab these pieces, Control-L. Actually, select this, Shift-S, cursor to selected. Let's grab these pieces, Control-L. From here, we can change the origin to individual, the origin point. Let's go oops, 3D cursor, sorry. So something like that. There we go. And we said this is wrong. Okay, it's not back far enough. Let's go something here. I'm trying to think mechanically. Like that. Select this again, Control S, cursor to selected. Let's now select all this stuff, Control L, rotate. It needs to be expanded fully, because when it's compressed, it'll pivot around here. So I think this piece here is a little bit too big, which is fine. So let's grab this and that. Let's go GG. Nope, you're a jerk. Something like that. Let's grab all this. Control L, G, Y, Y, X, X, Z, Z. Nah, okay, I've stuffed up the rotation. So if it's all the way out here, that's how much it's going to be rotating. Yeah, let's go with that. That's fine. Anyway, it's more of a decoration thing. And then from here, what we can do is we'll add in another piece that kind of joins here, and that's kind of like the pivot point. Beautiful. Whoa, jeez. How you doing? I don't know. Follow on Patreon. Send you a free copy. Oh yeah, I actually am on your Patreon, but then anyway, that's another short story. I did some just 3D things. Welcome. Oh, hey, buddy. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to leave that piece there. Let's throw in the mirror modifier on, mirror object, and that'll be this central piece. That actually doesn't look too bad. Now, do we make it kind of like the TIE Fighter where it's only got one engine? Is there anything else we could probably throw on? I'm just trying to think. What else could we do? I mean, we could grab, let's go like this. Okay, there we go. Scale. Oh geez, let's go back into medium point. Let's put an edge loop through there. I'm going to scale that in. E to extrude. I'll scale in a little bit more. So something like that. Let's press I to do an inset. I reckon that's too big. That's too big of an engine for that little bit. So what we can do is if I press I again, and then what we can do, Shift S, cursor towards center or in origin. Let's go cylinder, rotate X, and maybe what we'll do is make just 4 smaller engines. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to grab all these pieces in here. Control L. Let's go Shift D. P, separate by selection. And let's select that. Send the origin to geometry. There we go. Rotate 90 degrees onto the minus. Let's select this object, set origin to geometry. Now if I select that, Shift S, cursor to selected, Shift S, selection to cursor. There we go. Now they're lined up. All right, let's go. So something like this. You jerk. GY. Yeah, cool bananas. Yeah, I'm down for that. And then let's press I, put an inset. And the reason why I've done that now is then when I create the 2 materials, I can just set that as the green light, red light, whatever. I mean, we can even put these little thingamabobs in there. Actually, I do like that idea. Let's grab this. Does this have materials? It does now. Let's go C. You're a jerk. Hang on. What's the quickest way? This would be the quickest way. Do I have anything behind? I sure do. That's fine. Let's go grab all this, deselect all this. Whoop. Control I. There we go. Assign. Do I have anything else selected? I do have that face selected, but I'm not too concerned. Let's go into a new material, go into emission. Let's change this to an orangey color. Yeah, we don't see too many orange sci-fi thingamabob engines. So let's go into rendered mode. Come in here, ambient bloom. Spicy. Okay, the shadows in EEVEE are pixelated. Yeah, I know. Don't know how to fix that. There are things you can do, but off the top of my head, you have to understand when I make a tutorial, sometimes they're for me, so I don't forget. Let's try that. What do we say? Shadows. No, it's off the lighting, isn't it? So if we go to lighting, shadows, contact shadows? Which one is it? Render properties. Am I in? I am in EEVEE. Has it changed? There is quite the possibility. Anyway. All right. So let's go with that. I do like how that engine's turned out. Now the question is, what type of material should I use? I think I'll go with the other material that I already had. Maybe not. Let's not. Anyway, let's go back to this. Control J to join. Let's come into texture, normals, auto smooth like so. And then I'm going to go into here. something like that. Shift S, cursor toward origin, so I can see roughly where the center is. Oh, jeez. Go back, buddy. Like that. And then what we can do is go add modifier. Let's throw on a mirror modifier. Use that there. Beautiful. And the Y. GX. Bring them together a little bit. GY. Oops. GY. GZ, sorry. Nice. Oh, yeah. Sun. Give me a sun. Strength of 2. Like so. Oh, geez. Yuck. And then we'll go into a black. That's not too bad. Shift D. I'm just going to duplicate that one up as well. Okay. Rather than fixing the engines, I'm going to fix this. So let's go scale. And then what we'll do is we'll probably like throw in some pipage around there. No. What are you making? I'm making a spaceship for the next part of the animated short film. I do like this bit. I reckon we could probably do some more. I'm going to put an edge loop through there. Control B. Let's grab these pieces. And then we'll go E to extrude. Something like so. Rotate. And then we'll do the same here. Let's grab these two. That one. And that one. Let's go rotate. And then I'm going to grab these like so. Scale on the Z. GG. Let's grab this. I won't be able to GG on this one. But I think as well we might just follow the flow. Scale on the Z. Very impractical ship. So maybe what we might do is grab this section. Let's go shift right click. Let's put the 3D cursor there. I think that might be the case. I think that looks a lot better. Tab. C. Control L. Oh yeah, whoops. Sorry, let's select that. Control L, Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's now select all this stuff. Control L, rotate, and then we'll put it something like that. Yeah, that makes the ship look a little bit more sensible. Yeah. Whoop. Drink. Oh no. So it's 10:30 at night and I've just drank 2 liters of water. I'm going to be weeing tonight. How do you make bigger tiles in cycles? So what you do is when you're in cycles, it is under performance tiles. So that's where you change that. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks for sticking around. Definitely got to use that grill kit. So half the kit I've got available on Gumroad for free. So if you want, you can download that one. Emerges on it. Blended with Aaron's on it. Lovely. All right, the cockpit. The cockpit. What am I going to do with the cockpit is the next question. Let's grab that. I want to scale that in. Let's put an edge loop through here. Do we make it kind of like a bubble? I'm thinking of Titanic for some reason. But kind of like one of the ocean dwellers. So delete vertices. Shift S. Let's save that for now. Shift S, cursor to select. Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's go isosphere, rotate 90, 90, scale. So we've got something like this, G to the Y. Okay, then I can select this edge, V to rip, select the back edge, Control L, delete vertices. Select this edge, we can go E and extrude. And so that'll kind of give us into, how does it get into the ship? Oh, the front opens. Done. I'm not a fan of this bit in here, but we can deal with that later. Definitely we'll probably have some cables or such coming in through there. This thing here, we can probably throw in a bevel modifier. But I think we'll add some crud along these parts, maybe even cut this section out. Just for funsies. Let's try that. So if I go C, and you have to remember, we're going to do it from the back side as well. I'm going to press I, delete faces, and then what I can do is I can select these two. I can press F, and then from here I'm going to select this edge and just go F all the way around. I think this top bit's a little bit too bulky, so maybe what we'll do is select this. Let's go scale on the Z, and then that way we can put another edge loop through there, bring this scale on the Z. That looks tough. Looks like the 250 is best for GPU and 16 is best for CPU. Huh. I normally just leave it at 64. What does a cavity in the drop down on the right of the render button mode do? Cavity in the right. Porquitos? I don't know what we're talking about there. Alright, so we've got that. So let's kind of think about this. Control L, P, separate by selection, because I just want to work on this by itself. Now, what we will do is I'm going to go select that endpoint. I'm going to press Control numpad plus to increase the selection. Let's scale on the y-axis by 0 and make that flat. And then I'm going to go GY and then kind of guesstimate it. So we've got this kind of flat ring in here. From here, I'm going to put an edge loop that goes through there. How's that going to work? Let's select these two. Shift D to duplicate. P, separate by selection. That's our front glass. Let's hide that. We've got select this and this, delete vertices. We've got 32, 32, 6, no, 8. So I can go 8 struts or 4 struts. Let's go 4 struts, I reckon. So we've got center, and that one. 3. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, bam. Control B to do a bevel. And these can be a bit bigger. And then what? Oh, no. Crud. I shouldn't have done that. Control Z, Control Z. Control L, Shift D, P, separate by selection. Hide. Let's come back into this one. Whoops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. There we go. Control B now. And then we'll select this in here as well. Control I to invert our selection. Delete faces. So now we've kind of got this cage. From here, I'm coming to modifiers. Let's add in that solidify modifier. Sorry, I'm thinking about this on the fly. Let's go 0 and we'll make that a little bit thicker like so. Let's go smooth. Oops, didn't have anything selected. Let's go smooth. But come into the object data normals auto smooth. So we've kind of got this. Alt H U can be a shade smooth. So we've got that and that. Control J to join these two pieces. We can go M, merge by distance. That's now one piece. I think I should have created another one in here. So let's go Shift D to duplicate that one. Select this edge in here. Control B. Like so. That's 3. Control I to invert the selection. Delete faces. And then we can do shade smooth. We can now come in and add that solidify modifier. And we'll make this one 0, not as thick as the other one. Into the objects, normal, auto smooth, wham bam, thank you, Mario. Anyway, starting to get late. Subdivision surface. What damage has that done? That's done a lot of damage. No, it's not going to work, is it? If I go bevel, push it up, up to there. It's not too bad. This here, shade smooth, auto smooth. I think we might actually grab that edge, Control B to do a bevel, Control B to do a bevel. Let's now use my good old trick, Shift D to duplicate that. Let's go, oh no, it's already P, separate by selection. Let's go into solidifier. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Let's hide that one. Let's work on this one. Oh, gee, sorry. Can you press X when it does the same thing as delete key? It just happened. Nah, I prefer delete. Can you press it? Okay, yep. Okay, delete, yes. No, it's all muscle memory. When I went from Blender 2.79 over to Blender 2.8, it was the worst. But I got there in the end. I hardened up. That to me is fine. So what we're doing here now, sorry, I got distracted, is let's make some SciFi panels. So what I can do is select all that, right click, subdivide. Let's put 2 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there. From here, let's line them up. So let's go into front view. We're going to grab that one, that one, that one, and that one. Control B to do a bevel. Middle mouse, bring that back. Control numpad minus to remove the outermost selection. And then I can press Alt S to scale. And then press V to rip so they've separated. V. Or just be a jerk, you know, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. All right, then from here, what we can do is, let's just select random things. Oh, actually, no, I've kind of committed to that mirroring. Control B. Oh, what am I doing? No. Control numpad minus, delete vertices. And we'll do the same for this. Oops. Delete vertices because I'm doing it a different way. So this technique of doing the Alt S, I learned that from Mr. Chris Kuhn. Because even though I would like to say I'm fairly proficient, I still do buy course material every once in a while just to see, is there stuff that I'm missing? And trust me, there is. Like Control-Shift-B to bevel an edge. My mind was blown when I found out about that, and I learned that from Josh Gambrell's course. It was hard surface modeling. I'm starting to use now a little bit more booleans in certain things. So that kind of gave me a little bit of extra confidence there on using booleans. Okay, last little bit. Delete vertices. Okay, is everything all gone? Wow, that's fine. Ah, cheese and whiskers. Oops, do a little bit here. Delete vertices. Come on, man. Delete vertices. Right, I see what I'm doing there. Delete vertices. Oh, get stuffed. Delete vertices. Can you, like, stop being a jerk? Delete vertices. Okay, I think that is now everything. Now, the whole point of that was then I can come into the add modifier, and then we can come into solidify modifier. No, not skin. You donkey. Oops, I pressed the button on the mouse. You donkey. Anyway, let's get back. Started streaming 100 minutes ago. I watched this for an hour 40. I really do appreciate it. It is 10:30. 2 hours. No, it's not. It's not 2 hours. Let's keep going. You donkey. So yeah, don't apply the skin modifier. Anyway. So, looks like the tutorials we got coming up is how to blow up a ship. Because I need it for this short film. We're going to try and do a car tire burning out. Do burnouts. They might not. Might got the burnouts. Oh my goodness, it is fully sick. Anyone outside Australia probably won't understand that. Then the matters are alright. Might take it easy. Okay. I'm going delusional. Yeah, Blender's a little upset with me now. Yeah, that's a killer. What else we got coming up? So this short film will hopefully be finished by Friday. Fingers crossed. There is a little bit less character animation in this one, but there will be a lot more kind of like flying and sci-fi stuff. You've done tire rotation, that is correct. However, I didn't do it properly. So going in a straight line works fine with the constraints. The problem... The problem is that I think if you turn, it'll no longer rotate correctly, which is somewhat annoying. How long have you been using Blender? So I was really stupid. I initially picked up Blender in 2001. Hang on, I was in year 11. Year 12. 2001, 2002. And there was one thing that I could not work out, and that made me stop using Blender for like a decade. And then, just slowly started getting back into it, and here I am. You suck, Blender. You suck. Close the program. How much did I lose? I will go into recovered, but let's just check. File, recover, autosaves, date modified. You're kidding me. Core small Why was it not what it... So anyway, that sucks. I'm using a Ryzen 3900. File, open recent, recover, autosave. No. Recover, last session. Will it work? Recover. Oops. Yeah. Far out. I don't know. I don't even know how much RAM I've got. Why? Memory. 32 gig. Jeez. Bloody blender. Why are we doing this? Cheese and whiskers. Anyway. So, I will come back to that cockpit thing. So, what I was doing... Oh, that is so disheartening. That sucks. That is a kick in the pants. Let's press I. We kind of know. We'll kind of regroup to where we were. Delete faces. Dun, dun. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. Face. What? So we're going back to that. Oh, that's right. And we grabbed, sorry, Control L. We scaled that on the Z axis. And then we went edge loop in here, like so, scale on the Z axis. For some reason, I've got Harry Potter in my head at the moment. I don't know why. Let's bring this back. There we go. So it's connected like so. That's a kick in the pants, Blender. Literally have. Hey, where's Steven Scott? There you go. We can tell him I crashed. All right. So what we're doing is we're kind of creating some paneling. I mean, what I could do is select everything. Actually, let's go Shift D to duplicate, scale that, and we'll go plating. Will it work? Ooh, sweet, it worked. Let's get the other one. Hide. All right, so that actually turned out not too bad. Okay, undo. So let's go plates, greebling, apply to plates, yes. Don't apply to the grooves. So sorry, this is the greeble plates. Plates and greebling add-on by Mark Kings North. There is a link somewhere below. But now that, we saw quite a bit what happened, I'm just going to kind of fast forward now a little bit. Let's kind of get a 40, give it a little bit of extra knob. Let's go 80, why not? The plating itself looks fine, so I'm just going to hide that piece. Oops, excuse me. Let's go, that's right, sorry, let's go shade smooth. Come over here into the object data, normals, auto smooth. That's kind of cool. That gives it a nice effect there. Let's select this piece and we'll go smooth object or shade smooth, whatever. Then we've got that. What we're going to do is add a modifier now, bevel, Control S. Let's save that before we lose it again. So that actually turned out really nice. Cool, peppercorn. So I'm going to apply this first modifier. I'm going to do the same plating and greebles. See what happens. Nope, that did not turn out too well. Let's select everything. Didn't know we... There we go. And now we got a little bit more plating and such happening through there. Definitely we could probably put some pieces in along here. Yeah, that's cool. That looks smooth. Trying to say Frinkly might help. Yes, yep. What keyboard and mouse am I using? This like really simple mouse, keyboard. I found I had a Razer keyboard, hated it, but this one is the way to go. If you get time, monitor. I don't know, something I picked up for like $200 off somewhere. And a mouse, Razer, something that's got weights in it, which is pretty cool. All right, what else we got? So let's maybe start filling in this bit in here. I'm going to go G, hold control. Let's put in kind of that, rotate Z. No, actually rotate Z, 180. Let's go G, shift Z, so it only moves along the Z axis. Let's rotate around like so. How's that looking? That's looking pretty good. Let's go add a mirror modifier. And then we will mirror it off that one. There we go. From here, what else can we do? Oh, this is a really good piece. So this piece here is off the bottom of kind of like a hover bike that I created. Okay. And then we've got all this pipage in here. There's a really nice piece somewhere. Ah, this one. That's more for bigger ships, that one. Oh, this piece. Let's grab that. Let's go G, hold control. Rotate XX 90. Rotate YY, ZZ 90. There we go. Why are you being a Jerkosaurus? Let's go rotate like so. And then we'll come into front view, and then we will rotate like so. Back into top, and that is fine. Lovely. Lovely jobbles. And then we're going to try and line that up to the best of our ability. GYY, XX, XX. Nope. GZZ, GXX. So it's like that. And then what we can do is we can throw in our mirror modifier. Let's select our thingamabob here, and then Y as well. So it's all covered through there. Unfortunately, that is not sitting in the center. How interesting. I do kind of like it not sitting in center. So maybe what we'll do is we'll select them. Actually, Shift D. Let's go Shift S, cursor word origin. Shift S, cursor word. Shift S, cursor word origin. Let's come up into here. 3D cursor. Rotate Y 180. And then we'll go J to the Z. There we go. So that's now kind of, oh, that's nice. Definitely we need to put something big in here. I do like this piece, but I do like this piece a little bit better. Come on. Shift D, hold control, rotate Z 180. Where are you, buddy? Ah, okay, so the pivot points. What the heck? What are you doing? Okay, whatevs. Has to be a jerk. Always something. Come on, Blender. Shift S. Let's save that. Oops, let's go full screen. It is 11:15. Let's go for another 15 minutes. See what we can accomplish after our absolutely horrendous. Oh, that's why. Idiot. Medium point G. So the reason why it wasn't snapping to that point is because it was going off the 3D cursor. So that's a fun fact you might want to know. And then we can grab that, add modifier. Let's throw the mirror modifier on. Wham, bam, click, bam. There we go. That's kind of cool sitting right there. Nice. Probably in the back there we need something. So I might just grab... I do like this thing. Is that a mesh now? Yeah, it's a mesh. Dang it. Maybe what I might do is, let's grab that. Like so. G, hold control. G, Y. We'll bring that to about there. That's not too bad. I am happy with that. Definitely what we'll probably do is come in and throw some pipes in. Why is that like that? Because you're a muppet. G to the Z. Bring it up. There we go. Shift S. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You know what I mean, yeah? Absolutely delightful. That's cool. Definitely now I just need to work on the cockpit. But you know what? I think might leave it there. Marco's tired. Marco needs to go to bed. If you can, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. I will do my best to be on the Blender Nest podcast, which will be out, I don't know, tomorrow, the day after or something. It's just I got to get up at 6 a.m. whilst everyone else is doing Sunday afternoons. If you have anything you want to know or would like to learn about, if you want, just jump over to the Discord, send me an email, Markom3D@gmail.com. What else do we have? What else do we have upcoming? So, once again, in this short film, we have CG Matter. We've got Curtis Holt. We've got Carl Poiser, and also Little Annie. If you can, go jump on her Twitch thing at the bottom. Go give her a follow. She's pretty cool. Plays Modern Warfare. Hilarious character. But yes, let's go with that. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you guys next time.